students, welcome back to the physics class. Okay, I hope you understood the previous topics including capillarity, and today we are going to learn about yet another topic called viscosity. Okay, so let's see what is viscosity. Before that, did you notice the flow of honey and water? Okay, we know the density of honey and water is different. Is it? Okay, so let's see honey and water. These are different fluids. Okay, and we also know that it has different densities. Honey has higher density while we comparing with water. Okay, density of honey is high and density of water is less than honey. And did you notice the flow of honey and water? Water flows faster than honey. Like this, different fluids have different capacity of flowing. So let's see more about it. So let's see an experiment on your textbook. Place one drop each of kerosene, water, glycerin and honey at various points along a straight line at one end of a glass plate according to the figure. Hold the glass plate slightly tilted. Then compare the speed of flow of each liquid. Okay, so we know the density of each of the liquid is different. So according to the density, the flow of each liquid also differs. Okay, so let's see the different liquids flow at different speeds. What is the reason? Besides the friction due to the glass plate, there is frictional force between the layers of a liquid also. So between the layers of the liquid there acts a force, and that force is like the frictional force. It is this frictional force that opposes or prevents the flow of liquids very easily, like the resistance in a electric circuit. We know the resistance resists the flow of electricity through it. Like this, the frictional force between the layers of liquid also resists the easily flow of liquids. Okay, so let's see what is viscous force. Between the layers of a liquid in motion, there is a frictional force parallel to the layers which try to prevent the relative motion between the layers. This frictional force is the viscous force. Okay, and the characteristic property of a liquid to oppose the relative motion between its different layers is called the viscosity. Okay. While we comparing the flow of water and kerosene, kerosene flows faster than water. Okay, and while we comparing the flow of glycerin with water, water flows faster than glycerin. Okay, and about the intermolecular attraction, while we comparing water and honey, water has less intermolecular attraction than honey. That we know, the densities are also different. So every liquid has its own ability to flow. Okay, a liquid's ability to resist flow is called what? Viscosity. So water has a low viscosity and syrup or honey have a high viscosity. Okay, so here is a bowl filled with a liquid, and we can see a metal ball falls through it, and it falls very slowly. So we can say that it is more viscous. Okay. Next one is the factors determining viscosity. First one, the strength of intermolecular forces. That means the molecular attraction between the layers of liquid affects the viscosity. Intermolecular attraction is greater, viscosity is also greater. Second one, the size or shape of the molecule. The molecule's size and shape also affects the viscosity. Okay, and the third one is about the temperature. When temperature increases, viscosity decreases. That is, when temperature increases, the kinetic energy between the molecules increases. Thus, viscosity decreases. For example, honey. We know when we heat honey or ghee, its temperature increases and the intermolecular attraction becomes less, and its viscosity also becomes less, and the kinetic energy is greater. We know that a person who had an electric shock is to be massaged. Let's see what change it produces changes in the body of the person, or what is the relation with the viscosity. The body temperature of a person who becomes liquid falls suddenly. As a result, the viscosity of the blood increases, causing hindrance to the flow of blood. That means it prevents the easily flow of blood through the blood vessels, resulting in a heart attack. When massaged, the body becomes warm and the viscosity of the blood reverts to normal level. Okay, and it becomes normal level. The person thus overcomes the dangerous situation. That is, we can understand that the blood is a viscous fluid. That is, when temperature decreases, its viscosity increases and its flow also decreases. Okay, so that's about viscosity. Okay students, let me believe you understood the chapter. Don't forget to go through the textbook. If you have any doubts related with this, you can ask me through the WhatsApp. Thanks for watching.